Hey, it's Leslie, and this week's tip is a little interesting in that you might think I'm a little crazy at first, but I promise that it's something I do that really does help me. And that is when I know I'm going to be going on a strict meal plan for a few weeks or a few months at a time, I make sure I basically the week before or the day before, I kind of enjoy food, and you could call it binging, I guess, because it gets the cravings out of the way. I mean, I don't just go randomly eat anything. But if there's things that I'm craving, like whether it's ice cream or pierogies or popcorn, I'll have it right before. And that way, it's not something that's on my mind after. And it's not something that's torturing me because I've just had it and then I'm feeling better. Now, the key to doing this is not to just have a little bit. Like if I'm craving popcorn and I have a little handful or something, that's not going to satisfy me. I don't know if you're like me, but if you are, that's just going to make you want more because it's like a tease. So if you're craving popcorn, get a big bag of popcorn and eat until you're like, okay, this is gross, I don't want any more. Or, other things. Just eat and make sure you completely fulfill that craving. I promise if you do this for like a day and then go on a healthy meal plan where you're being strict, it'll be okay. I promise. But the thing is, you can't do it all the time, obviously. But when you do it to the point where you eat this thing that you like, and then, you start to get full, and then your stomach's not feeling great. Instead of craving that and thinking, oh, that's so delicious, you start to think, oh, you associate that negative feeling of kind of disgust when you're over-satisfied, and then you'll associate that food with that. That doesn't mean you're going to never want it again, but at least for a while, it'll get that out of your system, and you won't want it. It's like the saying, too much of a good thing. It's definitely possible. It could be your favorite food, but if you completely stuff your face with that, it's going to be too much of a good thing. So even when you're starting to feel satisfied, force yourself to eat a little bit more so that you do get to that point where you're just disgusted. Because if you stop when you're satisfied, there's a good chance that the next day you might be craving it again because all you think is, oh, that was good and I had it and yum. So make sure you push yourself, as disgusting as this sounds, push yourself to have a little more. If you are going to do this, there's two important rules that you need to follow. First of all, you need to be exercising regularly because when you're exercising regularly, it keeps your metabolism working really well, and that way, if you do this for a few days and then just while you're working out and then keep working out, you will burn it off. It won't stay in your system. Like the first year when I lost all that weight, I enjoyed Christmas meals, and then, I went right back to it after and lost more weight right away. It didn't affect me because my metabolism was so strong at the time. So you definitely need to still be working out and keep your metabolism in check. And secondly, the closer together you do this binging, the better. So if you can, honestly, get all the things you're craving and eat them basically all at once, even the night before, so that you'll have so much crap in your body that you're only going to want fruits and vegetables because you're going to feel like shit. So, if you can't, I would say no longer than a week, preferably closer to a day, if not one sitting. That way, you're not stretching it out. And thirdly, like I said before, you can't do this all the time. You can't be like, I'm going to binge for a week and then eat healthy for a week. I would say if you're going to do a week-long binge, that should be a strict meal plan that's going to last a few months. And if you do one day, maybe a few weeks. So just work it out with that and make sure that the time you're going to be eating healthy far outweighs the time that you spend binging. Last week, I mentioned that I was excited about a new meal plan I was going to be starting, and it actually arrived this week. This is a big part of the meal plan. I'm actually going to be doing a daily update on Xocasing Xocai, which is where I'm going to talk about what it is and what the meal plan is, what I'm doing, how it tastes. I'm going to be covering a lot of things. So if you're interested in learning more about that, even just checking out the introduction video that I'm going to post about what all it's going to cover, check that out because you might be interested in finding out more about that. I will put the link to that below because honestly, I'm so excited. It's such a healthy product, and it really, I think it's going to meet all my needs. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's what I need that's going to take me to the rest of my weight loss. This week's health articles are what to eat and what to avoid at the salad bar, and tap on, weight off, Drinking water before meals aids in losing pounds. Study. Check those out below if you're interested. And for this week's lovely lyrics, I chose Fly by Hilary Duff. And the part I like the most about it is where she says, forget about all the reasons why you can't in life and start to try, because it's your time to fly. And I think that's just a great message for any goal you're trying to achieve. So check out those lyrics below and have an awesome week. God bless.